everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Jennifer and Diamonds. I am Jennifer. If you're new here, welcome on in, and I hope you enjoy your stay. So today we are going to do a WIP and Chat. So it's been a while since I did a WIP and Chat, probably a month or so. I'm going to try to get back into doing weekly WIP and Chats. So if you're not sure what a WIP and Chat is, WIP stands for Work in Progress. So my current work in progress is this cute little snack size Richard Lorenz bird balancing act. I actually got this one from a lady in one of the Facebook groups I'm in. Long story short, she had an extra one, and she decided to do like a random act of kindness type of thing, and she sent it to me for free. So I was super excited. So I'm working on that one right now. So let's go over some of the things I'm working with here. So I have my art dot storage kit. This is the 60 bottle one. I'm using Creations Marin Putty Unicorn Farts. I decided to use this orange tray since there's like oranges in the bird. This is from MMA Print Shop. Any like small shops I'll be linking below. This is just a trash tray that I got with my order from Sleepy Puppy 3D. I don't think you can order these separately. It just came with my order. This is just the lid for the tray. I'm just using some wax from one of my Dreamer Design kits, and the tweezers are just from the Dreamer Design kits. And then this lovely pen. Look at this pen. I won this pen just over a week ago from the Richard Lorenz diamond painting event. Isn't this beautiful? So this pen is from Donna Bass or Bass. All I could find for her was a Facebook group. I will link her Facebook group. I believe that's where she does like sells her pens and stuff. If I find something else, I'll link it below, but I'm pretty sure it's just the Facebook group. Isn't that beautiful? I love this pen. This is gonna be my first time using this pen, so we'll check it out. I also won during that event this book, Be the Bird, Taking Flight, Book 3 by Richard Lorenz and Tina Louise. And it's autographed. Both their autographs are in the inside, and it came with a couple of greeting cards as well. It's very beautiful. This book is still, I put it back in its plastic. And then I also got this funnel. Let me look, see, I can't remember who the funnel was from. Funnel is from Sasha's 3D Printing. I will post a link to her information as well. I think this is for just based on what I can see, like, because it's supposed to like slide onto your storage bottle. I'm pretty sure these are probably for the Elizabeth Ward storage trays. I don't have any. I maybe in the future get some, but for now I'm just gonna, I don't know, use this. I think I could still somewhat use it. I just have to be a little more like I can't just slide it on, obviously, because this is round and this is like rectangle, but I think it'd still work. I also won a tray from Bijou Bliss, but it's coming right from Bijou Bliss, and I haven't received it. And once I receive it, I'll show you guys that one as well. Okay, let's load up my pen, because I didn't do that before I started here. I love the smell of the unicorn farts. It's like almost like a strawberry smell. But it's my favorite smell of all the scents that I've gotten from Creations Marin. This is my favorite. I think that's good. So while I'm talking here, you know, if you want to mention what's been going on with you below in the comments, I would love to hear what's going on with you, what you're working on, all that kind of stuff. Let me get my first color here. Just 1 second. Okay, so I'll use this one. So it's been, like I said, it's been a while since I've done a WIP and Chat. I'm not going to tell you every single thing that's happened in the last month, but you know, some highlights, mostly probably over the last couple weeks. So I mentioned in my last WIP and Chat, I believe, that I decided to join Weight Watchers to lose some weight. So far, it's been going really well. I've lost a total, as of yesterday, a total of just over 12 pounds since I started in January. So I'm really happy with that. I was getting back into doing my walks this past week, not so much. I don't know. I came up with multiple excuses on why not to. It was really cold. I was busy or whatever. It just didn't happen. I think I'm gonna have to put some washi tape on this because it's very loose. Just 1 second. So yeah, I'm not sure if anybody out there has done Weight Watchers before. It's just like they assign points based on nutritional information to different foods. You do get some 0-point foods, which are, you know, healthy stuff like fruits and veggies, stuff like that. I don't know if I did this right. This is not working. I should have done this before. Maybe I'll have to go back to my other pen until I get this one ready to go. I wasn't expecting. Oh, wait. This might work. Okay. So yeah. I enjoy doing Weight Watchers. I know some people don't like counting points, but I mean, it's just the same as counting calories. It's just they assign points instead. But it's not, they don't just look at calories either. I think they look at calories for sure, and then they also look at like the amount of protein and fiber and fat that's in it, and you know, it goes plus or minus points depending on which nutritional value they're looking at. Anyway, I'm just rambling for no reason. It works for me. Basically, when I'm on the Weight Watchers plan, it works for me. As long as I stick to the plan and I just don't eat whatever the heck I want or feel like eating, it's good. Technically, you can eat whatever you want while you're on Weight Watchers. You just have, you know, you try to stay within your points. You get basically a set of daily points and a set of weekly points. So weekly points you can use on whenever, you know, I don't usually go into my weekly points myself, but there's people out there that use all their dailies and all their weeklies and they still manage to lose weight. I tend to just stay within my daily points, use as much as I can of my daily points, and then the odd day I'll go over maybe 1 or 2 and go into my weekly points, but mostly I stay within my daily points, and it works for me. So enough about that. Like I said, it works for me. I'm hoping that I can stay on plan this time and not get... I tend to like get bored with losing weight, and then I just like, or I talk myself out of it. Like, you know, life is short. and why am I restricting myself, and I should just eat whatever I want and enjoy life. But and then I stop, and then that's what I do. I just eat whatever I want and just, but then I start feeling horrible. I start getting really bad heartburn, and I just feel gross. And I just have to remind myself that, sure, life is short and enjoy it, but do I really enjoy it when I'm eating the really bad food? Because then I feel gross and horrible physically, and then I mentally too, because then I see myself in the mirror and like, what the heck did I do to myself? So I just need to remind myself that, I think that, sure, it may be in the short term, you may feel good about eating what you want and doing what you want, but in the long run, you'll end up feeling horrible. So, so this past weekend, we had, I know in the States, I think it was like President's Day weekend or something. Like Monday was a holiday. Here in most of Canada, it was also, oops, I should put this back in there. It was also a holiday. It was Family Day. I'm not, it's just a day to have off, really. So, a lot of places have events for Family Day. They'll have like some kind of family. I think here that weekend, which I meant to go to, and then we ended up going to my parents'. They had like a winter event where there was like snowshoeing and skating and a bunch of food trucks, and there was a bunch of stuff going on all at one of the big local public parks. But again, I had planned to go at least, because I think it was all weekend. I planned to go at least one day, and then I ended up not going because woke up Sunday morning and my husband's like, well, what do we have planned today? And I'm like, nothing. Well, one, because I totally forgot about wanting to go to that event just to check it out. And then he's like, okay. And then next thing I know, he's going into our daughter's room and telling her to wake up and pack a bag and stuff. And I'm like, wait, what? Well, at first I'm like, why is he going into her room so early? Because it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I mean, he usually sleeps in. I'm usually the one that's up. Like right now, it's Sunday and it's 7:40 in the morning, and he's sleeping, and I'm up doing this. And then I heard him say, pack a bag, blah, blah. So I'm like, wait. So I go out there and I'm like, where are we going? And he's like, we're going to go visit your parents. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, maybe I should call them to make sure they don't have plans. I mean, they usually don't. At most, they're probably going to go visit my grandmother, do stuff with her. But, maybe I should get a hold of them. So I called them and, made sure it was okay. And yeah, we decided last minute to take a trip and go see my parents just for the night, because we had Monday off. And yeah, we just hung out basically at my parents. My grandmother did come over for supper, and then we played a little bit of cards. We played Fast Track. I'm not even sure how to explain that game if you don't know what it is. It's almost like Sorry with cards and pegs on a board. Instead of, I think Sorry is like a dice and like, kind of like pegs on a board. But they call it Fast Track. My parents play it all the time with people out their way. I did get into, my dad decided, because we were coming, he made his spaghetti sauce, which was, when he makes spaghetti sauce, it's spicy. He likes to add spice to it. It was good. And then he also made oatmeal raisin cookies which were also good. And I'm like, I was trying to stay away from them because, I'm on Weight Watchers and I'm trying to lose weight. I did end up eating like 4 of them, and they weren't small. They were like big cookies, but I did still manage to have a pretty good weight loss week, despite the fact that we traveled and I ate food that's usually not what I eat. So that's good to know. I mean, if I wasn't on Weight Watchers, I probably would have had a lot more cookies than I did. So, whatever. So it was a nice visit. I hadn't seen my parents since before Christmas, I think, because we didn't see them over Christmas. We were supposed to go see them at Christmas, and then decided not to go because of weather. Although we probably could have still gone, but yeah. Yeah, nice visit. And then Monday we came back, and then Tuesday went back to work. I worked from home, and it started off as a good day. Work-wise, it was fine. But at one point, I was looking at Facebook, and I follow a couple of my co-workers on Facebook, and one of them, on their Facebook page, there was a picture of them, and like this poem thing, and it was talking about, when I'm gone and stuff, and I'm like, so the guy that posted it, I'm like, it seemed a little odd, but not, because it seemed like something maybe he would do. But then someone made a comment, and then it made me think, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? And I messaged my husband, and I'm like, so what's going on with Tim? And he's like, I don't know, I just saw the post. And I'm like, well, I'm more worried about the comment that was another one of my coworkers now had made, and he's like, I can't see it, or I can't see it anymore, and I'm like, well, I can still see the post. He's like, oh, I can see the post, but I can't see the comments, and I'm like, well, so I took a screenshot and I sent it to him, and he's like, yeah, that's weird. So basically, the comment that was made, I can't remember exactly what it said, was like, I'm sorry you had to go through this, and, I love you, and I miss you, or I'm going to miss you. And I'm like, but the way it was said was like, wait, did he die? And so I'm like excited to Google, and I couldn't find anything on him, and because I thought, well, if he died, maybe there'd be an obituary or something, but I couldn't find anything. And then I'm like, wait, maybe you can find his partner's Facebook page. So I did, through a picture that was on his Facebook, with a picture of them. So I found and sure enough, there was a post by his partner. So his partner must have posted on his Facebook with the poem and everything. And because it said, I can't remember what year he was born. He was a few years younger than me. To 2024, and how he was a great husband and blah blah blah. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I was in total shock. Like, he was 43 years old. I didn't even know he was sick. Did find out later because I was talking messaging back and forth with my husband, and he got a hold of somebody that was where he used to work, where I work. It's hard to explain. And yeah, apparently he had been in the hospital for a few weeks, and this person had just seen him on Friday, and apparently he passed away on Sunday. I don't know exactly what happened, why he was sick. From the sounds of it, the person that went to visit him didn't exactly know what was going on either. Or she wasn't saying, which is total possibility. She might have just wanted to, respect his privacy. I'm not sure. Yeah, I was totally shocked. He had been with the company for over like 20 years. Like most of, like, I'm pretty sure it was like one of his only like jobs ever. He'd been with because he was like 43 when he died, and I think he had been with the company for like just over 20 years. And the one thing that really bothered me is, as far as I know, because I never received one, there was no, even not an email went out to like anybody in the company, like, to say that he had passed away. Like, we have multiple offices across the country, so I kind of understand if they didn't send it to all the offices, because maybe not everybody knew him, although he was in a pretty prominent position. But I figured at least they would send it to the main office, which is, even though I'm on the other side of the country, when they send out mass emails to the main office, I get them, and I didn't receive one. Yeah, it kind of bothers me that he'd been with the company so long and they didn't even bother to send out an email, even acknowledging it. I mean, they could have done something in the office without sending an email or whatever, and I just don't know about it because I'm not there. It's just, I don't know, it bothers me. With the company for 20 years and they don't even send an email to acknowledge what happened. But so yeah, so that was a shock on Tuesday. I did find his obituary later in the week. But it doesn't look like there was going to be a funeral. At least it wasn't mentioned in the obituary. I was also looking at the obituary to see if I could get some idea of what happened, but even in the obituary, it didn't say like, sudden death or, a fight with health issues for a while or whatever. Nothing. And even I was talking to my mom about it, and she's like, well, did they say anything about, in lieu of flowers, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yes, but it was to a local pet rescue place because he had gotten at least one of his dogs from this pet rescue place. So, yeah, it was like in lieu of flowers and, donations to this pet rescue place. So, yeah, I have no idea what happened, why he was in the hospital for a few weeks or anything. I'm just, yeah, it bothered me for a few days because I wasn't super close with him. I knew him. Like, I was there. I haven't been with the company that long. I was with the company for a few years and then I left for like 10 years, and I've been back for probably close to 7 years now. But I remember him being there like when he was super young. I don't know, like I said, I wasn't super close, but like for a while there, like I felt off. Like I was thinking about his partner and just the fact that like how I would feel if my husband had died, and just, how empty and lonely the house would be. And I don't know, gets you thinking, right? I was also thinking about his poor dog because pretty sure his dog is fairly young, because I remember just in the last year that he got a new dog. One of his dogs had passed away, and then a little while later they got another dog, which is one I'm pretty sure he got from that pet rescue place. And like just worrying about how his dog was handling it because, he's gone. Pets get attached to people. Dogs get attached to people. Yeah. I still think about, it just happened like less than a week ago that I found out. So I off and on all week I've been thinking about it. The fact that he was like younger than me, and I don't know what happened. It just makes you think. So let's move on from that lovely topic. Let's see. So I noticed this week one of the birds was low stock, and I was going to look at getting it, and then I decided I'm trying to not spend as much diamond painting, because I added it up what I spent in from like mid-July to the end of last year, and I was shocked at how much I had spent. So I'm trying to restrain myself a little bit better, and I'm like, well, this bird will probably come back, right? And I'm like, I needed to get some storage boxes and stuff for my leftover drills. So I've been trying to save up my leftover drills, partially because I would like to do a cross stitch conversion sometime in the future, but I'd like to save up as many leftover drills as I can to cut down on how much it costs, because it adds up real quick to do one of those cross stitch conversion things, because they also tend to be on the bigger side from what I've seen. So you need a lot of drills. So I've been saving, but I've been running out of space on what I was just throwing together on where to store them. So I decided, instead of getting this painting, I was going to spend like more or less than half of what I would have spent on the diamond painting, and just I got a couple of like photo boxes or whatever they're called from Michael's, and then I got some cardstock and some foam board so I could like section it off. And I made my own little, I followed the video. I'll post the link below. I did something similar to the video that, her name just left my brain. Okay, I'm gonna have to look this up because I'm gonna drive me nuts. The Diamond Stitcher. Ugh. The Diamond Stitcher. She made a video a while ago on the storage system that she uses for her extra drills. It's very simple. And so I got that stuff. And then last night, every once in a while I'll go through stuff that I have on my wish list. Not everything, because I have like 80 plus on my wish list, but I go through the ones that are like must-haves, which is a way smaller list, and to see if any of them, have been archived. And to my dismay, the one that I decided to pass on this week has been archived. I was not happy. So I moved it because I have a wish list that is for archived, discontinued diamond paintings. I have like 4 or 5 in there now that I'm hoping that sometime in the future, although it probably will not happen, I will find them in a destash group and I will get it. The reason why I say probably will not happen is I am nervous to buy something from a destash group, and it's going to be more expensive than if I got it through Diamond Art Club. And it's not like I'm super rich and have tons of money, so I don't see it happening anytime soon, if ever. But I put it there just in case, to remind me these are the ones I want that are archived. So there is now 3 birds in there. 2 of them were ones that came out before I started diamond painting, and then there's this one that I missed out on because I decided to take a chance and hope that it came back in stock, and I lost, and it's not coming back in stock. So there's that. And then also this past week, I think it was this week, it was kind of announced that Hannah Lynn is no longer, will no longer be licensed through Diamond Art Club. I mean, they still have a contract together, so she'll still be there for a little bit. But once the contract's up, it won't be renewed. Apparently, they couldn't come to agreeable terms or something. And yeah, they decided to part ways. So a bunch of her stuff that was out of stock before is now archived. Diamond Art Club has said that anything that is out of stock and is not put in the archive section, they still plan to at least have one more run of that. So if you are a big, huge Hannah Lynn fan and you're like freaking out, if it's still on the website and you can still sign up for email notification when it comes back in stock, they are still planning to have at least one more run of those. So don't be freaking out and don't be trying to get them on D-stash groups. Like try to wait until it gets restocked, because you know, it's another thing, like with D-stash groups, I like that there's D-stash groups out there. I like that there is people out there willing to help others, you know, get stuff that they want that they can no longer get. But it bothers me that there's people out there that will take advantage of that and charge crazy prices. So please, because there will be people that will be charging crazy prices for the ones that are archived, and then also trying to get crazy prices for the ones that are out of stock because people think that they aren't coming back, even though they are supposed to be coming back if they aren't in the archive section. So if you are out there and you like Hannah Lynn, I would suggest waiting until it gets restocked. If it for some reason goes to the archive before it gets restocked, which is still a possibility, but my understanding is they've already said that if it's not been archived, then it's supposed to be having another run. So which means to me that they already have it in production, so we'll be coming back. I don't want people getting taken advantage of, paying crazy prices they don't need to pay. There is a couple I decide that I want to get from Hannah Lynn. Thankfully, they're not archived. One of them is in stock, and I want to try to get it in case it does go into the Christmas one, the 12 days of Christmas or something. I wanted to get that one to do for Christmas next year. I'm not a big, huge Hannah Lynn fan, but some of them I thought were pretty cute. So there was the 12 Days of Christmas one. There is the, I can't remember, is it one where like it's a rainy day and it's like very colorful and there's an umbrella and stuff. That one looks pretty because it's so colorful and bright. And then Groovy Girl, I just love the theme of that one with the 70s look going on there. And apparently there's tons of black fairy dust, which just interests me. So yeah, I'm hoping to get some of those before they get archived. We'll see. We will see. Let's see, what else did I got? I made some notes trying to remember. So, upcoming events. So, February is almost over, which means the end of the Richard Lorenz event is coming, because it just goes to the end of February. So this will be my last, the one I'm working on now will be my last one for the Richard Lorenz event. And then next month, so up until the beginning of this week, I'd only planned to do one event next month, which was the Who's Who 2024, which is a diamond painting event with an owl theme. So as long as there's an owl in the painting, it qualifies. So I'm planning to do May, the Richard Lorenz May, because it looks like an owl. So I had planned to do that one next month. And then I originally planned, if you've seen my Bernadette unboxing, I had originally planned to do Bernadette in March. And then shortly after I made that video, I was going through the Diamond Painting Event Facebook group and noticed that Shay with Crafting with Shay is doing a Mermaids and Magic event. And I'm like, ooh, because I remembered I have a big mermaid one that was in my mystery box from around Christmas, the jellyfish mermaid one, which I will be having an unboxing of that one. Not this coming week, but the following week. Because I decided I'm going to, why did I take this color out? I don't have this color on this thing. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I'm planning to do that one for March, and that one's going to be, if I try to get both of those done next month, it's going to be a challenge. Maybe not so much. I'm hoping to get that one done really quickly, and then I am going to have to bust my butt to finish the mermaid one in time for the end of March, because that one is big. If you remember the Christmas one that I did, the Yield Christmas shop that I did at Christmas time last year, I'm pretty sure it's slightly bigger than that one. So for me to get that one done in less than a month, it's going to be a challenge. But we will see if that happens or not. It's going to be fun anyway. When I was doing the unboxing for that one, that one looks like it's going to be super fun. There is lots of bright rainbowy colors, but there's a lot of blues. There's a lot of dark colors as well, which will make the bright colors just really pop. So those are the two events that I'm planning this coming month. Let's see. So we will go on to what I've been watching and reading lately. So for watching, I have been rewatching the Star Treks. So I don't watch the original Star Trek. It's just, I just don't like it, honestly, the original Star Trek. So when I rewatch Star Trek The Next Generation, which I finished watching that, all the seasons of that. I just didn't watch the last couple episodes. They're not my favorite. I don't know. Sometimes I watch them and sometimes I skip them. This time I decided to skip them. Now I'm on Star Trek DS9, Deep Space Nine. I'm on season 4, I think, of that. I go through these pretty fast. I've mentioned many times before, while I'm working, I usually have something streaming in the background. So yeah, that's what's been streaming in the background lately is Star Trek. I watched them so many times I don't need to really pay attention to them. I kind of do my work and listen, and I can still picture what's going on, kind of thing, because I've watched them so many times. So that's what I've been watching. Oh, and I've also been watching, although we haven't watched any this week, Halo on Prime. It's based on a video game, which I never really played, but I remember many years ago on the Xbox 360, my husband used to play Halo all the time, and that was like probably close to 20 years ago. I'm getting old. Anyway, so I had heard not so great things about Halo, but it kind of looked interesting to me, and actually I'm really enjoying it. If you like sci-fi type things, you'd probably like Halo, I think. There is now, one season, plus they are releasing, I think, weekly episodes for season 2. I hate when they do that. We're still in season 1, so hopefully by the time we finish season 1, all of season 2 will be out. I don't know. It drives me kind of crazy that when series comes out on a streaming service, especially when it's a series, like it's exclusive to that streaming service, and they release weekly episodes. It just release the whole thing. To me, that is the whole point of a streaming service, is to be able to binge watch the whole season and not have to wait week to week. I understand if they're doing it alongside showing episodes on TV, like they did with a few shows, like Last of Us. They showed it on TV, but they also put it on the streaming service. I understand releasing those once a week, but when it's exclusive to that streaming service, just release the whole damn freaking thing. It just drives me nuts. So yeah, so that's what I've been watching. Streaming, or like watching Star Trek while I work, basically, or while I'm doing other things on my computer during the week. Or sometimes when I'm diamond painting, because it's in my office with my computer, I'll have my headset on listening to like Star Trek while I diamond paint. And then Halo with my husband, when we can figure out a time where we can sit and watch together. This past week just never happened. Not really any reason why, it just didn't. So we need to get back into that because I want to see what happens. So what I've been reading, guys. I'm pretty sure I mentioned before that I got a library card because I found out that you can get books online through the library, and the library card was free. I just had to order it online, and then they mailed it to me, and then I could sign up. I got the Libby app and was able to, put holds on books. But the books that I want apparently are super popular because they have long waiting periods for them. So there was 3 series that I put holds on books. So there was Throne of Glass series, the A Court of Thorns and Roses, and Fourth Wing. So in the last 2-3 weeks, at least the first book in each of those have come up. So I read the first book in A Throne of Glass. I read the first book I just finished yesterday of A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I started yesterday on Fourth Wing. So I have, because they've all come up pretty much together. I've been racing to get these done before my time is up. I have about a week left so I can get Fourth Wing done before I have to send it back, because otherwise I'll have to wait probably months again, and I don't want to do that. I should be able to. I've been like, my daughter's like, can you do that? Can we do this? And I'm like, I can't. I got to read. I got to get my reading on, because these books have to get back and I've been waiting months to read, like, for them to come, like, for my hold to come up, and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I really enjoyed both Throne of Glass and A Court of Thorns and Roses. A Court of Thorn and Roses very much to me has a Beauty and the Beast theme going on with its own little flair to it. I really enjoyed it. Okay, did I do it? No, okay, I do have some. I thought I took out another color that I didn't need, but I see some. Yeah, I enjoyed both of them. I can't wait to read the next in the series of those ones to see what happens. I've only read maybe a dozen pages or so of Fourth Wing so far. It sounds interesting. There's dragons. Well, I haven't, like, they've talked about dragons. We haven't, like, I know there's going to be dragons because they're dragon riders and stuff, but you know, the characters haven't actually interacted with any dragons yet so far. I know they will, but yeah, it sounds interesting. I also have A Court of Mist and Fury, which is the second book of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I have that one waiting, but I have a little bit more time with that one, so I'm going to get Fourth Wing done, and then I'll go on to that one. Some of the ones that I have on hold now, like, it's like 20 some weeks before I get them, so I'll have like a little break in between some of these books once I get through these couple that I have in my bookshelf on Libby. I'll probably have a little bit of a break before the other ones come up. I have like the next. Well, I have because there's only 2 books in the Fourth Wing series out, so I have that one. I have the second book on hold, and then I have the next 3, of Throne of Glass, and the next 3 of Court of Thorn and Roses on hold. But like I said, most of those are close to like 20 plus weeks before it will be my turn. Because there's only so many. I find it's kind of funny to me because it's all digital, right? But apparently I'm guessing they have to have a license to the number of copies that they have. It seems weird to me that they can only give out so many copies of a digital book, but whatever. So there's like less than probably about 6 or 7 of these books available, depending on the title. Some of them there's only a few, but there's these big long lineups basically to get these books. There's like 40-50 people waiting for these books, and you get to keep the books for like 3 weeks, although it usually doesn't take me that long once I start reading to do them, or to read them. So I do the best I can to get them read as fast as I can, and then release return it so the next person in line can get it. But I've been enjoying it, just like relaxing at night and reading these books, these nice fantasy books. So I think that is about it. Another thing. I have been thinking of doing this. I've been thinking about doing this for a few months now. And now I'm hesitant to do it because someone else, the Diamond Stitcher, started doing it the last couple weeks, and if I start doing it now, it seems like I'm copying her, but honest to God, I've been thinking about doing this for months, and I couldn't figure out exactly how to do it, and then I didn't know if it would do well if I did it. So what it was I wanted to do, well, what she's calling a roundup, which I was just going to, it's basically just going over what each week, what Diamond Art Club and Dreamer Designs is releasing each week, because they both have weekly Saturday releases. And I was just gonna show off what they were going to be releasing that week. But like I said, like Diamond Stitcher started, she only does it for Diamond Art Club. I was going to do it for at least both Diamond Art Club and Dreamer Designs. So I was thinking of doing that, but I don't want to feel like I'm copying her. I also would like to do it for other companies too, but I also don't want to do it until I try out these companies myself. Because like I've noticed, like Jaded Gem Shop has been regularly releasing diamond paintings. But I haven't had the chance to try Jaded Gem Shop, partially because of cost, because I am in Canada, and then there's the extra shipping costs and customs issues with Diamond Art Club and Dreamer Designs. Shipping is not that bad, and then the prices include any custom charges or like service fees or whatever from the shipping company, whereas Jaded Gem Shop does not. I worry about being dinged extra that I just don't want to have to pay. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't tried them. There is a few I would like to try from Jaded Gem Shop. I hesitate because of the extra cost. And there's a few companies like that that I would like to try some stuff, but the extra cost is what's preventing me, or the fear of the extra cost is what's preventing me from trying them out, which sucks, but unfortunately it is a reality for us Canadians. So yeah, I think that's about it. So let me know in the comments below what you've been up to, what you've been working on, what you've been reading, what you've been watching, thoughts on anything. Just let me know below. So if you enjoy this WIP and Chat, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. And I will see you next time. Bye.